Austin
More
Rivers,
40-year-old men beefing on the internet.
yeah, more 40-year-old men beefing on the internet. Austin Rivers saying some outlandish comments to many athletes surrounding the media on the Pat McAfee show, saying that I can take 30 players right now in the NBA and throw them in the NFL. You cannot take 30 NFL players and put them in the NBA. That, again, was on the Pat McAfee show. A lot of people took hate to this, but also at the same time, you had analysts naming NBA players that could play in the NFL. Colin Cowherd actually was clipped saying that LeBron James would be the best tight end in history.
Hot.
So there's one there.
Sure.
Kendrick Perkins listed his top 5 on ESPN, NBA players playing in the NFL, and his number 1 was Jalen Suggs. He had Russell Westbrook on that list.
Jalen Suggs would be incredible.
So
he was incredible at football.
They were showing his football stats when he was, Kendrick was doing his whole monologue. So I have a top 5 as well. I'm not putting these in any order, okay? These are just 5 guys that I think from the NBA could play in the NFL. LeBron James, obviously. We know that. We've been saying that.
Great name.
Anthony Edwards. That's no question.
Great name.
No question at all. Russell Westbrook. I don't think that's a question at all.
Great name.
I'll put Ja Morant on there as well.
Good name.
I know size is... I'm taking size away from it.
Good name.
I think just shiftiness, ball IQ, I think that's a good name. And I'm going to put gritty Josh Hart for reasons of conditioning. We're seeing him fly around, get offensive rebounds.
Bro. Yeah.
I think that is a gritty guy that you want on your football team.
For sure.
So I think there's 5 guys right there that I think, and again,
that's good size too, because I don't know how tall you want to go. Like Steven Adams is a motherfucker, but is he too tall to play in the NFL?
Right.
It's a certain archetype. You know what I mean? That's a good list. I'm trying to, no. And the other thing is too, are we taking in the fact their current football skill set, or are we just saying this guy at this body type and athleticism type train football?
I think
that's the question I want to know.
I think the second part,
because if it's the second part, bro, where's Draymond Green?
Yeah.
You feel me?
But that's why I think the argument would be most people wouldn't put Ja Morant. He's a little bit slimmer.
There's space for people like that in the football field for sure. What the fuck? You don't have to bro. For when I played corner, I was a big corner, being 6'2", 6'1.5", like 180. Like that's a bigger corner. Like Rich Sherman was like 6'2", bigger corner. Guys can fit on the field, not at Ja's height for sure. Ja's like 6'3", isn't he? 6'2", 6'3".
But that's why I think for this whole argument,
he could be like a nasty slot scat guy. Like think like Wandale Robinson. It's probably Ja Morant in the football field.
That's true. We do need to. That is a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
We do need to solidify what the actual, agreement is on these.
Well,
players.
here's my take on the whole thing, bro. Like, because I play both. Like, and it's like growing up. First of all, a lot of the guys I played basketball with, I played football with. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like that with any fucking sport. But like, I definitely noticed it when I played in college. Like. For instance, and I'm not saying we could play in the fucking NBA, but I'm trying to paint the picture. We had like the spring league teams, whatever. Our little freshman team, I think it was like 7 of us. 7 of us were like starters on our high school basketball teams. Like we came in second in the league as freshmen, which was like kind of crazy. Like the team we lost to was a senior football team. And I'm pretty sure all of them started on their high school basketball team. Trying to kind of paint a picture here. Like when we got first meeting in college, they like did this thing, like showed us like how, like what percentage of like football players and like all the other sports like go on to play in college, like by each like division. And it was literally like 1% each one. Like, and think about NFL athletes. Like you're dealing with, this is like D1 was like the 1% of the rest of the 1% that went to go play D2, D3. And the people that made it to the league are like the 0.05% of the 1% that go like D1, D2. Like, and people have been leaking the highlights of people's like NFL players, high school basketball fucking tapes and shit. These people come from families, people who play basketball, think about the maze. Like, I don't know what the exact number is. I just think there's personal disrespect coming from both sides. Cause it's like, bro, most of us fucking cross-trained, bro. Like, a lot of these guys grew up, like, you gotta think, like, Jalen Suggs was the perfect name because it's like, if he really wanted to play football, he could just want to play football. Like, there's plenty of kids, like, I know a lot of them, you feel me? Like, you could just choose a sport. It's like, what did you want to play? Like, you know what I mean? I know a lot of kids like that. And there's a lot of people in the NFL and NBA where it's like, I just kind of chose football. Like, I mean, people brought up Jimmy Graham, Antonio Gates. A lot of great tight ends played basketball. Max Crosby, I don't know if you saw the clip of him playing basketball outside.
Aaron Judge was the 3-sport athlete.
Aaron Judge was probably great. Like, you feel Mike Trout was probably great, all the shit he touched. You feel me? So I think there was a lot of ego going on from older guys. People started talking about his career sucked and this and that. I mean, we're talking about two guys that didn't play a decade in the league, made millions of dollars. I don't think either of their careers sucked, and I think they're both refined players. And what they did, if I had to say who was better, I'd probably say James Jones was probably a little better than Austin Rivers, but who the fuck cares? Like, we both made millions of dollars. Who the fuck? We're grown-ass men. I think there's a lot of players that could do both, and that's just my opinion. I don't the names. I could do anything, but I saw Devontae Smith's basketball highlights, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I think if we say that their current skill set, if we take their current skill set out of it and just say if this guy decided to train the opposite sport, could they make it? I think we could probably name a lot of people, bro. The fuck? Let's be real. Like, we plucked Jordan Mailata out of Australia and said, "Come play tackle," and.
Yeah, from a rugby player.
Like,
yeah, and in fact,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
ring.
I think we're kind of just overblowing it because it's a little bit of a beef. That's my take on it.
I think the whole thing is, I don't think it's an argument or a conversation that ever needs to be had.
No.
By the way.
No.
Like, what are we fishing for?
Bro, look at any top athlete at anything swing a golf club. Like, y'all can all do it, bro. It's not like I think Chris Long's thing was good with the mentality part, but I just thought, like, my thing was, like, I think a lot of basketball players play football in high school, and 2 days in high school fucking suck. Like, you know what I mean? So I think let the 40-year-old men beef. They'll figure it out. Go to Nobu.
I mean, I just would like to what do you say? Go to Nobu?
Have a dinner. Fuck it out. You know what I mean?
I was just going to say, like, there needs to be a little bit of, like, solidification there on the actual standard of what the question is. If it's for naming 30 players that can play from the NBA to the NFL, is it
like
you
right now?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Like, do you factor in
Hell
size,
no.
or are we just talking about
Like,
pure athleticism?
Right now, their current skill set, hell no. Maybe 10. Maybe 10 off of, like, sheer will, you know what I'm saying, down the train, already had the experience, like, easy for me to catch up. But 30, I'd have.
That's why I would say, for Austin Rivers, if you're going to outlandishly.
But I'm not in the fraternity. So there's so many guys that are like linking their tapes. Like, you think you hoop? They hoop in the offseason. They got
Puka's nasty.
But you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, people, exactly. Like, so I don't know. Like, I don't know. I think it's a lot more than we think, to be honest, on both sides.
I would just put him on the spot. If you're going to say 30 names, give me 30. Drop me 30 right now.
Facts.
Say it. Because I guarantee you, if he was on a spot, I didn't see the whole clip. I'm not entirely sure if
this is like the Team Blacks versus Team Whites conversation.
That was another crazy. Like,
so stupid.
I know Austin Rivers said it, and it's not like the Pat McAfee show guided him into saying an outlandish quote like that. But like now, ESPN has the next week full of topics to talk about.
Shout out Pat. They want to silence you. Now they're taking your fucking money. You know what I mean? This is my topic. I'd be salty as shit. It's my fucking show.
Because I would have said after, okay, name 30 then.
Facts.
If you came prepared to say something like that,
let's go. Deliver.
Let's see if you have a notebook of 30 names right there. Let's see it. And I guarantee you don't. You may have 5 that we ripped off. You may have 10.
Maybe more back in the day. Let me not do that. Nah,
because it is also like James Jones in that clip.
Same shit.
He was very distraught and disrespected by it. So like, not trying to discredit or disrespect the NFL players.
Especially when you go through what football players go through, bro. Like, I literally got. I don't want to say I thought D3 football was a joke, but I just thought compared to everything else, it was just like, meh. And it's like, oh no, like everyone's doing like 8-10 hour 2-a-days, like. Oh, like theirs is just a little more extensive, obviously way more shit to learn, and they have to do it at a way higher level. But it's like, damn, like, and the NFL goes up a notch from here. It's like, bro, I made it through my first fucking camp, and dog, I literally thought I was a new man. I swear to God, like not like, and not even from like a weird like sense like that. It's just like I literally made it out of this. It's probably like someone going through boot camp. It's like, holy fuck, I did not think I could come out of it like in this, like better. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I understand where it's like, oh, someone's like in basketball, like, oh, I can just do this. And like, you guys have load management. You guys have to play like 65 games, get an award. Your coaches treat you like children. Like, I play basketball. So I literally like, But I know that's the thing about me. This conversation is so dumb because so many players have experienced both. Where it's like, I'm in football season and it's like I'm getting tired of someone barking at me. I want to go play basketball because my coach is more chill. In my case in high school, it wasn't like that. But like, all right, it's a little more relaxed basketball. Like I kind of want to go back to like the intensity of football. Like a lot of those guys dealt with both. So that's kind of why I think this conversation is stupid. But fuck it, we move.
Yeah, it is a dumb conversation.